These bold men for boys unite the entire province in one spectacular event you have yet to see. 54 beautiful and brilliant candidates will represent all towns and cities in Cebu and vie for the coveted crown. This October 20th, 2017, only one will go down in the history books as the first of them all. Who will be crowned the first Binibining Cebu?
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the official candidates of Binibining Cebu 2017. Apple LA, Alcantara. Vida Luisa Libreira, Alcoy. Mundo, Alegría. Richie Beliago, Aluginsan. Tracy Maureen Perez, Argao. Samantha Ashley Law, Asturias. April Smith, Banyan. Blessed Miguel, Balamba. Maria Gigante, Bantayan. Claire Tabar, Barili. Nicole Tilapil, Bobo. Thursday and Gonza, Bolbon. Lumang Cuba, Borbon. Katrina and Porter, Karkar City. Mozambique Madeira, Carmen. Nancy and Vidalia. Myra Quinn Adams, Cebu City North. Marlon Egot Galiaza, Cebu City South. And Michael Blyce Galeos, Compostela. Marie Chris Rios, Consolacion. Karen Lowry Mendoza, Cordova. Luzette Sanchez Jones, Daan Bantayan. Lou Dominique Pixon, Danaguete. Kathleen May Lendio, Danao City. Phyllis Saronines, Dumanho. May Ann Soledad Abogado, Pinatilan. Mary Catherine Bonilla, Labu-Labu City. Maria Teresa Eno, Liluan. Monica Tawide, Madrileos. Jocelyn Ampil, Balabuyo. Alpha Shaver, Mandaue City. Mika Sosa Nabwa, Medellin. Ingrid Elizabeth Montes Claros Herlias, Miguelilia. Shaira Bellamia, Mualwal. Soler Subantanios, Naga City. Perez, Oslo. Marjorie Campoamor, Pilar Camotes. Elsa Trinidad, Pinamungahan. Harmony Michaela Richards, Coro Camotes. Megan Dean Campbell, Ronda. Gretchen Milagalpon, Sabuan. Therese Christie Lemana, San Francisco Camotes. Sherlyn Camille Uy, San Remedio. Katie Bell Reyes Sanders, San Fernando. Natasha Angela Manuel, Santa Fe. Janessa Ampao, Santander. Pia Bernadette Labuya, Siboma. Charlene Pricia Rivera, Sugod. Ayla Christian E. Sanchez, Tabogon. Willie Rose Ebonia, Tabuelan. Jacqueline Pedopi, Talisay City. Phoebe Tutor Godinez, Toledo City. Monique Ricafort Acha, Tuburan. And Teresa, Tudela. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Mr. 2008, Miss Carla Henry.
Maayong hapon, Cebu! And welcome to the very first Binibining Cebu 2017. Let's give our ladies another warm round of applause, please. Now we're just getting started here, ladies and gentlemen, because later on we're going to meet these ladies individually and maybe get to hear some of their thoughts already. Because, you know, I'm sure we all know, being from Cebu, we have beautiful and very intelligent women with us today. And these 54 ladies really prove that, all coming from north to south in the province of Cebu. Now, of course, Binibining Cebu is brought to you by the Sacred Heart Batch 1985. So can we give this group of young gentlemen a warm round of applause, please? So once again, ladies and gentlemen, Cebuanos and Cebuanas, welcome to the official press launch of the first ever Binibining Cebu Beauty Pageant. Now, we are happy that all of you could join us here today, as we are very proud to have presented to you the official candidates of the biggest and grandest pageant that Cebu has yet to see. Now, to tell us more about the show and the bold men and very hard-working gentlemen for the past few months, please help me welcome with a round of applause the president of Binibining Cebu Charity Foundation Incorporated from Sacred Heart School for Boys Batch 1985 Foundation, Mr. Kenneth Lim.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Sacred Heart School for Boys Batch 1985 Foundation and the Binibining Cebu Charity Foundation, I would like to welcome everyone here today. Please allow me to acknowledge some of our important guests today. I would like to acknowledge another Sacred Hearter from Batch 1997, Joshua Jude Lanete, the Regional Director for the Department of Tourism, Region 7. Welcome, sir. And the super supportive Honorable Mayor of Argao, Dr. Stanley Caminero. And from our very own batch, 1985, Presidential Assistant Michael Dino. And another member of batch 1985, Kenneth Babonpoy, Binibining Cebu's creative consultant. Now, as young boys studying in Sacred Heart School for Boys, now known as Sacred Heart School at Ateneo de Cebu, our beloved Jesuit priests tried very hard to instill in us that we must become men for others. 25 years after leaving high school, our batch took this lesson to heart and established a foundation with the primary purpose of giving back. So in recent years, our foundation has worked very hard to raise funds and also very quietly distribute these to those in need. Our efforts have included funding relief efforts to disaster-hit areas by calamities such as Yolanda, the Bohol and Ormoc quakes, as well as the Marawi siege. Some of our smaller efforts are more community-based and included medical and dental missions, Operation Tuli, and more recently, distribution of food packs to fire evacuees in Barangay Calamba, Subang Dako, and Basak Pardo. However, it's not all gloom and gloom for us, and at our age, which you probably can guess by now, we've learned to enjoy the fruits of our labor. So we endeavor to pursue more creative avenues. Our Tabang 1 and 2, both art shows, in cooperation with well-known art associations from all over the Philippines, helped raise substantial funds for our relief efforts. The Martino Avellana exhibit held at the SM City Cebu a few years back gave tribute to a great Cebuano artist. We brought to Cebu Carlos Celdran's Living La Vida Imelda so that we could give the younger generation a humorous glimpse of Philippine history. The tickets, by the way, were ridiculously discounted for students. Which brings us to today. Why a pageant, you may ask? Well, someone once said that being in a pageant is not just about beauty. It's more about service to the community and being a role model and making a difference. It's being proud of your city. And we are very proud indeed. Not just of our city, but of our entire province. It is this pride that encourages us to do Binibining Cebu. We want the world to know more about the 53 towns and cities of our beautiful province as represented by our 54 beautiful candidates. More importantly, we want Cebuanos to learn more about our home's unique heritage, products and attractions. And there's so much to learn. During the interviews, I happened upon some interesting trivia about Cebu. For example, our alma mater, or the old campus of our alma mater, was located on General Maxilong Avenue, formerly known as Mango Avenue. I had never bothered to find out who General Maxilong was. Thanks to Binibining Cebu, I found out that General Arcadio Maxilong was a Katipunero general who was born in Tuburan, Cebu. He was instrumental in driving out the colonizers from Cebu. I also learned that there's an anniversary climb of Mount Manungal to commemorate the late President Magsaysay. So to build on this, our media and PR partner, Big Seed, even created a trivia game on social media that highlights such snippets for every town and city of Cebu. It is our fervent hope that Binibining Cebu act as a springboard for a deeper awareness of our attractions and that it will leave a lasting and positive economic benefit on the 53 towns and cities of Cebu. Therefore, I am asking every Cebuano to join us on the Binibining Cebu journey. Together with these 54 stunningly beautiful, strong, and devastatingly tall Cebuanas, we will discover Cebu and in the process, put the spotlight especially on the lesser-known towns. It is time that Cebu rediscovered itself. Tukuyog na lang. Nagkasalamat sa inyong tanan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kenneth Lim, and we are all very excited to see, of course, the grand coronation night of Binibining Cebu, as well as the journey of these young ladies in the following weeks to come. Now, I'm sure all of you, ladies and gentlemen, are wondering who are these, good-looking and very professional people here up front. And I'm sure you guys are eager to meet them because they're eager to meet everyone here, as well as talk to you guys guys because they would like to share with you exactly what Binibining Cebu is all about. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to know our panelists for today's press conference. First, we begin with, of course, the president of Binibining Cebu Charity Foundation Incorporated, the president of Sacred Heart School for Boys, Batch 1985 Foundation Incorporated, Mr. Kenneth Lim. Creative Consultant of Binibining Cebu 2017, Mr. Kenneth Comonfue. Project Chairman of Binibining Cebu 2017, Mr. Raymond Chu. Pageant Chairman, Harry Santiago. Artistic Director of Binibining Cebu 2017, Mr. Victor Hao Cuenco. Now at this point, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to open the microphone and welcome any questions that you may want to ask any of our distinguished panelists this afternoon. Feel free to take turns as you approach the microphone with your questions.
Good afternoon. I'm Roger Zernao of Sunstar Cebu and Cebu. Although it's there in the press kit that the group had given us the information, I'm still curious, who among you people came up with the idea of coming up with Binibining Cebu and why?
Actually, it came about in a conversation together with our batchmates and Karen. As you know, the city cancelled Miss Cebu, and we thought it was a pity because it was something that was beautiful. It was uniting all of Cebu, but we decided to make it bigger by uniting all the towns and cities of the province, and not just make it citywide, but the search could be province-wide. And so in our batch, you heard a while ago, we had been doing a lot of projects, a lot of fundraising projects, and we thought that Binibining Cebu would be grander, bigger, and would enable us to carry through with our mission of charity, of helping others, and at the same time promoting everything about Cebu, from its culture, the commerce, the products, and tourism in general. So it was pretty much Carrie, me, and our batchmates, and we also got the help of our presidential assistant, Secretary Mike Dino.
Do you have a follow-up question, Mr. Serna?
Does the contest give the winner a chance to be included in a national pageant or directly into the international scene?
We don't have any tie-ups yet, but we will. I think after her reign, we will ask even not the winners to join national pageants. After this competition, or maybe for the winner next year, after her reign.
So she has to be in Cebu and also she has to be wearing the crown first before she can
Yes, because she
join
will have duties
national
and
pageant.
responsibilities.
Okay, thank you.
On that note, I'd like to add that we welcome any winners of Binibining Cebu and Miss Earth. Right? Do we have any more questions here?
Good afternoon. I'm Mitch Paneha from Cebu News. How will the pageant benchmark the tourism industry in Cebu? Thank you.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, the main objective of the pageant is really for everybody to get a glimpse of these little known facts, places, products of Cebu. So through our candidates, we will create projects and some events that will bring these candidates to the different parts of the province. Thank you.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, our Binibining Cebu candidates, of course, you can follow their journey as they compete in Binibining Cebu by following the social media accounts of Binibining Cebu at Binibining Cebu for Instagram. And you can also go to the Facebook page to see what these lovely ladies are going to be up to in the following weeks, as well as the way Binibining Cebu is going to promote the different areas and places of Cebu, which is exactly that focusy of Binibining Cebu, which is to make sure that the beautiful faces in Cebu are well represented by beautiful faces as well, right? So, places to faces. Do we have any more questions?
Hi, I'm Carla from S Magazine, Sunstar. How did you select all the contestants from different towns?
First, we attended one of the meetings of the League of Municipal Mayors in Cebu, where we get to present the project of the gentleman here beside me about the Binibining Cebu, the pageant. And then from there, we give them deadlines. But I called the municipal mayors personally and their tourism officers. Some were able to field candidates, but a lot of them, and maybe it was not their priority at that moment. So, but then we were able to provide candidates for those municipalities who didn't have, who were not in, who did not, municipalities who did not endorse official candidates, I mean. We helped them by, we had a draw by lot for the candidates, so to determine which candidate will represent what municipality. So we had a draw by lot. Some were endorsed by the municipality.
So there is no audition and...
There were some candidates who went to the office of the Binibining Cebu. We had interview and we had a qualification for sure. So it was difficult actually to round the 54, but today we have complete 54 candidates representing the cities and the municipalities.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We open the floor again for more questions.
Say good afternoon, Carlola ng Cebu community. So aside from the title, what the winners will get? What are the prizes for the winners?
The winners will receive 500,000 in cash and 300,000 in kind, while the first runner-up will receive 300,000 in cash and 100,000 in kind. The second runner-up will get 200,000 in cash and 50,000 in kind, while the third and fourth runner-up will receive 100,000 and 75,000 in cash, respectively. The municipality she represents will also receive cash prizes between 50,000 to 200,000.
Because, you know, this is a very big pageant, 54 candidates. So it's a very tough competition, and the chances of winning are low. Of course, the odds, because we have 54 candidates. So we're announcing it here. We decided that the final 12 candidates will be left standing, will each receive 30,000 pesos additional prize. So,
wow, I think that deserves another warm round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Because these ladies are going to work very hard. So well-deserved for the ladies.
In addition to that, the Miss Binibining Cebu will receive 500,000 pesos in full cash, plus 300,000 worth of GCs, plus the winning municipality will receive 200 pesos cash.
Wow! So
100,000 pesos
cash. That is cash. 200 big whammies, right?
All in all, we have 1 million in prizes for the winner.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, that is way more than enough for our lucky winner this year. Asa bang gini ng pageant katong time na ko? All right. May we open the floor once again for more questions?
Richard Ramos of Expat newspaper. I'd like to know, will this be held on an annual basis already? And the same criteria for each year?
Yes, we see this as a very long-term project. we're hoping this becomes a legacy project as many years down the road. Because again, the objective is to highlight Cebu in each and every town. So we do not want to stop here. We'd like to see this go forward. 54 was a challenge, so we'll see where we go with that. Okay, but we view this, our vision is for this project to go on for many more years to come. And if I may just plug, earlier we were discussing tourism projects. I might as well plug it now. On September 23, with the full support of our Honorable Mayor, we will be holding the Philippine Terno competition in Argao. Yes.
We realize it takes a lot of logistics and expense, to bring everybody to Argao. But we decided to take this step, this move, to bring tourism, back, not only within Cebu City, but also to the other parts of the province, And we're very proud to hold it in Argao. I think this is the first time that a major pageant has gone outside of the city.
Yeah. In addition to that, I'm in charge with the production. So we said it's tough competition, considering on the main pageant, October 28 at the Waterfront Pacific Ballroom. So in getting the top 20 after the opening prod, you will hurdle 4 pre-pageants. So one, we have the Philippine Terno, of course, it's hosted by the municipality of Argao. Of course, the mayor here is Dr. Stanley Caminero. Thank you very much. So this will be held at the Cabecera de Argao. It's in the plaza. So our backdrop will be the facade of the Hall of Justice. It's going to be like various heritage, very historical. No? And then it will be on September 23. That's 20%. Okay? The next step will be the swimsuit competition pre-pageant. It will be at the Cebu Grand Convention Center, September 29. That is almost like 25%. Evening gown competition. It will be at SMC Side Center Stage, October 4. It's another 25%. And then the pre-interview, we have 20%. It will be at the Oak Ridge Pavilion, the October 25. That's already 19. And then 10% will be coming from the organizing committee. So they will be based on their attendance, their behavior, toward all the activities we're given to our candidates. So that's very tough. On the main show, after the opening prod, this will go October 28. So after the top 20, so they will hurdle to the next portion of the pageant with the swimsuit competition. So only the 20. And then after the swimsuit competition, we will get the top semi-finalists, the top 12. Will go next phase will be the evening gown competition. And that's, for the evening gown, that's 60%. They'll be based on their beauty, their regal and bearing. And 40% will be the interview. It's the way that the manner of answering the question for candidates of intelligence. That's 40, that's comprised 100%. From the top 12, we'll get the finalists and 5, and they will hurdle the final question and answer portion. That's the final question, and 1 question will be given to the 5 finalists. And from there, we will be declaring the first ever Binibining Cebu 2017 report. So it's very tough. Of course, with the prize at stake. So that's how our candidates are going to the process of the preparation, going to getting the crown.
Yes.
Thank you.
Of course, it's going to be a very busy couple of weeks, 2 months actually, for the lovely ladies. And as you can see, Binibining Cebu is unlike any other pageant because these ladies are not just going to get judged one night. They are going to have several competitions that they need to overcome, as well as a little bit fair, a little winner each one. And at the same time, you get to promote the Cebu even more, right? So can we open up questions for them? Yes.
I suppose you will be getting judges who are not from Cebu.
Yes, for sure they will not come from Cebu. But we are conducting several personalities from Manila. And we have to wait for their yeses, confirmations. Hopefully by next week.
Whose names, of course, cannot be revealed. Cannot be revealed until the coronation night. Do you have any more questions for our panelists? Yes.
Good afternoon, Carla, and to our panelists this afternoon. First of all, I'd like to congratulate our organizers for completing the 54. You know, this year's Binibining Pilipinas only had 42, so you've outdone them by 11 beauties. My question is to any of our panelists, you are going to be working with the winner for an entire year. Now, I know you have the criteria in the press kit, but if it was up to you, what qualities in the Binibining Cebu winner are you looking for?
Well, for a beauty queen, she has to be beautiful from inside and out. And yes, she has to be Cebuano. She has to speak the language. Pure Cebuano. That's the criteria.
I think also because this is it's a tourism pageant, right? It's very important that that candidate possesses a good knowledge. First of all, not only about the town or city that she represents, but the entire province as well. So we will make sure that throughout the whole pageant, they are well informed and trained to really be an ambassadress for the entire Cebu.
Roger again. At this point in time, can you already reveal the lineup of performers for the pre-pageant activities and the coronation night?
Okay, Roger, thank you for that question. Okay, so we have already confirmed, but others are still for confirmation. And on the main pageant, it's already confirmed the Hijo. You know Hijo? It's a huge civilization artists. They are missionaries serving the mission in the Visayas area. And they are Cebuano speaking, guys. And so during the pageant, we'll be serenading our beauties with their Cebuano songs. So I think that would be fitting with our concept that promoting culture and the arts. Not only that, but the heritage. Of course, the music of the beautiful Cebuano. And then some will also getting local talent in Cebu, like Don Juan. We have the
so for the evening gown competition, we got because it's a formal event to be held in Center Stage SM. We have Side A together with the Cebu Symphony Orchestra. And for the swimsuit competition, we're still trying to confirm that. And we have for the coronation night, we have Richard Yap, who's a Cebuano, and batch 84, from Sacred Heart. And so we have Hijo, and we're still trying to confirm one or two more celebrities, performers. And it's going to be hosted by Edo and Lucky Manzano.
And of course, mentioning...
With Carla Henry, of course.
Always here. Now you ko i-refer me. Diba? And of course, speaking of music and performers, we would like to thank the Binibining Cebu official jingle, the people behind it. It was written by Mr. John Borja, Mr. Kenneth Cobonpue, Mr. Ian Sison, and Mr. Jojo Villalba, and performed by Avalon and Beyond with their vocalist, Mr. Ian Sison. So thank you so much. Yes.
Have you already finalized the list and schedule of those trainers who would help train the candidates?
So we're preparing, I think next week, September 3, we're going to have a personality that will be training and catwalking for our candidates. And then another will be public speaking or Toastmaster. That will be on September 16 in the morning. And then the second one will be October 1 in the morning. So we have two sessions for public speaking and one whole day for the personality development training and catwalking. So that's on the pre-pageants and the main show, they will show their,
their sass.
their national stage. So, thank you.
In a departure from other pageants, we felt when we met, we didn't like to see all these pageants where the candidate struggles to speak in English. So we encouraged all the pageants to speak Cebuano, because after all, it is Binibining Cebu. And so this is, I think, we should be proud of our own language.
That was actually my follow-up question. Because Madam Carrie mentioned a while ago that first of all, they must speak the language. So does that mean that even if we have judges outside of Cebu, it will not be a minus points, or they are encouraged to answer in Bisaya during the Q&A? Will there be a translator on standby?
Yes, we will have a translator, no? Or we will try to dub them.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Carla Rula from the Freeman. I'm curious about the crown, since this is going to be the very first Binibining Cebu crown. Is it, who designed it? Is it inspired by anything around? Can we talk about it for a while?
Well, I designed it myself, but of course under the supervision of Mr. Kamanwe here. The crown will be produced by Orachina. It will be made of pure gold, diamonds, rubies, sapphire, and more precious stones actually. So this is very special because this is the real thing. This is a real crown. It could worth millions.
Are we going to launch it soon?
We will launch it soon, yes.
Thank you.
I think a crown that grand needs its own press conference as well, right? And of course, we would like to thank Mr. Kenneth Cabonpue also for the beautiful logo of Binibining Cebu, designed and conceptualized by Mr. Cabonpue.
Yeah, Carla, I just has to add, on one of the pre-budget I've said in the Cabista in Argao, because one of our goal objective is to promote industry and trade, commerce. And one of the industry of Argao is Hablon, right, Mayor? So that's why in the pre-pageant competition of the Philippine Tierno, we will have the opening prom. It's Hablon de Pasarela, right, Carrie? It's like a fashion show. This will be designed, special designed by Dexter Elaza. So all the girls, the first portion will be wearing all the Hablon outfit, sponsored, of course, from the municipality of Argao. So let's give a big hand to the Mayor, Dr. Camilo. Thank you very much.
One more question. May we have one more question this afternoon?
So there'll be evening gown, right, and third also. Are we tapping local designers as well for this one? Aside from Dexter.
For sure, there will be local designers, but since we have 54 candidates, we cannot provide for everybody. I mean, we only have few local designers here who are capable of producing fabulous pieces. So we divide them. And we also have our friends from outside Cebu to help us with providing the ternos and the evening gowns. For the swimsuit competition, the swimsuit will be designed by Kimberly Maitland-Smith. Shoes by Shandar, our official shoes, our official earrings for the swimsuit, and for a while ago we saw them in the lovely Shandar earrings as well.
Good afternoon. I am JP Lau from Banan News, the Freeman. Question: will the winner automatically be the official face of the Cebu Provincial Office? Tourism Office, I mean.
No, I'd say we are open to that, but we haven't been into any formal discussion with them whether they can represent the Cebu provincial government. But we will surely work with them. We have the support of the governor for this project, and we will work with them closely in order to promote the province, no? And the Department of Tourism also. This is the first time we're holding a pageant of this magnitude, not only for Cebu, but also for the entire country. And we realize, as we ask for support from the mayors, from provincial government, I think it's up to us to show them first what this pageant is about, you know. In the first year, it's always very hard to convince people. When we set out to do this thing, people are very skeptical about having a pageant with 54 candidates, you know. I think we've rounded up almost all beautiful girls in Cebu. And it's really tough for us. But we realized that in order for us to convince the government or the mayors or everybody. We have to show them first what this pageant was all about. We have to realize our mission, our objectives. And Carrie and I, within our own private life and our own work, we wave the Cebuano flag. We're very proud of Cebu. All our materials, our craftsmanship, all our creativity comes from Cebu. And so when we decided to do this pageant, we said we would not settle for anything less than world class, because that is what Cebu is about.
And that's what you call, ladies and gentlemen, Cebuano pride. Now it's up to all of us here to make sure that Binibining Cebu gets all the attention it deserves. So we have one more question here.
Okay, good afternoon. I'm Prishosa Bacalso from Banat News. And going back to the prizes, I would like to ask what were the prizes that the candidate would receive if ever they bag a minor award? Because it wasn't mentioned in the press kit.
Yes, we will have prizes. We are still finalizing the amounts, depending also on our sponsors. So we have both in cash and in kind.
Thank you, sir.
We also have several corporate awards.
To add that question, so we're giving like special award like Miss Photogenic, Miss Congeniality, Miss Friendship, and then minor awards will be, of course, the Philippine Internal, Best in Swimsuit, Miss Edifical, and of course there will be a lot more prizes coming on, and we'll be confirming our corporate sponsors. So there will be more corporate awards, of course, with in-kind and naindak-indak na prizes that stay for our candidates. So, thank you.
Thank you all so much again, and thank you to all our media friends who have come to join us this afternoon. Thank you to our panelists. Thank you very much. And we hope for a very, very successful year for Binibining Cebu 2017. I'm sure all of you right now are eager to meet our 54 lovely ladies again. Am I right? Oh, Cebuanos, I know you can do better than that. Are you all excited to see our lovely ladies again? I believe that each and every one of these ladies all deserve to win the crown, and they have families and friends here to support them. So can we just hear who's here from different places of Cebu? We have from here, Sambuan, Badyan, Oslo. Oh. Binibining Cebu is all about, to get everyone excited about the different places and beautiful areas in the province of Cebu. So there you go, you have 54 beautiful places now you can visit. So thank you again to all our panelists. And can we give the Sacred Heart School for Boys, batch 1985, a big, big, big masigar for Papa. Thank you, gentlemen. Very hardworking, but the work's about to get even harder in the next few months, so thank you. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back the gorgeous, beautiful ladies of the grandest pageant in Cebu, Binibining Cebu 2017.
Beauty inside out, brighter than
interview all 54. Kaya basin, ugma patamahuman ani, right? So, we would like to open up the floor for you to ask a question. Now, you can direct this question to maximum 3 of our candidates, and they will be more than happy to answer. Just let us know which 3 you would like to address that question to.
The mountains to the sea. This is where I want to be. The time has come for you to shine.
So, ladies, in typical pageant forum, you get 30 seconds to answer each question. So now we open the mic to anyone who would like to ask our lovely ladies a question this afternoon. You can direct it to 1 candidate or to 3 if you like.
Maayong hapon mga maanyag ng mga kandidata sa nagkadaiyang lungsod ng Dakbayan sa Cebu. This question is addressed to Binibining Santa Fe. Miss Natasha. Okay, my question is, if love is the answer, then what is the question? No, I'm just warming you up, ladies. No, my question, according to my research, you already bagged a national crown. To name it, it is a jewel of the Philippines. And just this recently, you were in Vietnam, competing for an international pageant. Question, how would you welcome the comments of others saying that it is a step down for you to join this provincial beauty search because you've already made a name in an international scene?
Maayong hapon everyone. Alright, so yes, I have already bagged the national crown, that's Jewel of the Philippines 2016. And I have already represented the Philippines in Miss ASEAN Friendship 2017 in Vietnam just this year. In as much as I have already proudly represented the Philippines and given honor to our country through the international pageant, it is also an honor for me to be able to represent Santa Fe and to be able to promote its beauty and wonders. In the same way, I would like Cebu to be rediscovered not only in the national scene, not only in the entire Philippines, but also, hopefully, in the entire world.
Thank you so much.
So I believe her answer is it's a grand pageant, so it's not a step down. All right, may we open up the floor for more questions for our lovely ladies? Okay, dapat beauty queens at mutindog ang mga pangutana.
Oy, pressure. Good afternoon to everyone. I am Vanessa of the Freeman. My question is addressed to both April Smith and Maria Higante. Please come forward. Alright, hi Maria and April. Hello,
Good afternoon, Miss Vanessa.
Hello. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you're in the same batch, the Binibining Pilipinas.
Yes, you're correct.
Now, you've already taken part in the most prestigious pageant of the country. Do you, in all honesty, do you believe na kamong duha na amoy edge aning uban nga kandidata kay naka Binibining Pilipinas na ba yan?
Would you like to go first? Okay. In all honesty, I think that there are pros and cons to being experienced and at the same time being new. Because even if I love seeing all the familiar faces here, it goes without saying there are also fresh and new faces here in Binibining Cebu. And I was talking with other candidates earlier. They asked me, do you ever still get nervous? And my answer was yes, because, well, we always stand the pressure of having to surpass our last performance. Because we know everybody here, more or less. And with them, the advantage is that they're new. And that's something that they should use to their advantage. So everybody's got their strengths and weaknesses. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria.
Well, for me, every candidate has the edge. And I know each municipality or cities choose their candidates. So because they've seen a potential in this candidate that hopefully to win our crowns. So there's different in each candidate because we're all created by God in every unique way. That's it.
Alright, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can I ask one more girl? Am I allowed to?
Yes.
Sure. One more girl, Miss Monica Tawid.
From Miss Madrileros.
Monica. It's just been a few months ago that I've witnessed your journey at Miss Mandaue 2017.
It's good that you remember me.
Of course, we've chosen you Darling of the Press, and a lot of people expected you to win the crown because you bagged a lot of special awards. Now, I'd like to ask, were you, again, in all honesty, did you feel disappointed? Because a lot of people were expecting you to win. And how did you rise up from that? I don't want to use the word failure, but how did you rise up from that setback and to compete again in another pageant?
Well, I have a faith that in every rock bottom, I will bounce back and rise above my circumstance. When I didn't make it to the top 6 of Miss Mandaue, of course, I felt disappointed because I missed a lot of classes because of it. But after all, I believe that everything happens for a reason, everything has a purpose. And if ever I won Miss Mandaue, I wouldn't be part of this prestigious pageant. So everything that has happened has led me up to this path, and I'm very proud that I'm here. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I believe everyone in the pageant industry knows that in pageant life, it is 60% destiny. So if it is for you, it is for you. Mr. Serna, do you have a question?
I have a question for Miss Toledo City and Miss Oslo.
Miss Toledo City and Miss Oslo.
If you are to reveal one woman whom you look up to as a role model, who would that woman be? Mr. Toledo first.
If I were to look up to one woman, I know this is cliche, but that would be my mom. Because she also used to be a beauty title holder, and I do look up to her and I listen to her advices, and that is what has gotten me here. Thank you, Mom.
Is she around?
Yes, she is. She's over there.
May we have Miss Toledo's mom just give a little wave? Is she here? Like mother, like daughter. Now may we ask Miss Oslo to answer the same question.
I also look up to my mom because she's the one that raised me and she made me into the woman that I am today.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have any more questions for our beautiful girls? See, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, these are not just beautiful faces, but they are also very intelligent women.
Okay, good afternoon. I am Binibining from S Magazine. Let me ask Miss Binibining Dumanhog. Feliz Ramirez. Okay. Since you are a newbie in pageant scene, how do you feel competing against pageant front runners?
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Yes, it is indeed true that the competition is very tight, but I believe that each one of us here, new or veteran, has a chance because it is measured with the same level of enthusiasm we put in this and the same effort. Because I believe in order to succeed in anything, you need 3 P's. That is perseverance, next is prayer, and next is positivity. So with those 3, we can achieve anything no matter what your experience has been.
Okay, thank you.
Positivity, perseverance, and prayer. Any more questions for our 54 incredibly intelligent candidates for this afternoon? Yes, we have here.
From S Magazine, Sunstar. Makutan ako Bisaya, una ko rin siya sa Bisaya man mo magazine, and then promote man mo sa Cebu. So, ako lang tawgon si Miss Alcoy, si Miss Vida. Hello, may hapon. Na-curious lang ko kami, ibutan mo sa mga occasion and course kani farmer. Yes. So, kung sa mga klase ng farmer, and then yung sa sarili mo pag-prepare nga pag-join any nga competition.
Unsa na klase ng farmer? Thank you. Actually, our family is we raise chicken. So proud kami. In Alcoy is a municipality na rich in agriculture. But kami, we raise chickens, and we provide chickens for the public markets in a provincial na side. So that's how we survive. And then how I prepared for this, ako lang i-prepare o maayo akong gagalingon. I joined a pageant before, and it's not the same as now. I checked everything, what I did wrong and what I missed to do. So the challenge here is not about appeal si kuan, competition between other candidates, but this is like a competition sa myself to be a better person and a better representative for the municipality of Alcoy.
Thank you very much, Ms. Alcoy. And of course, Binibining Cebu is happy to provide a platform for young ladies like Ms. Alcoy and our other 53 candidates to excel. So do we have any more questions? We have questions for our candidates? The host will have a question. Okay. Why is Cebu beautiful for you? Now I'm going to ask 3 ladies who are confident enough to take all 3 minutes. Any 3 ladies can answer this question. Sharing is caring, so you can share. Ms. Lapu-Lapu City, please begin.
Yeah, because I came in first. Okay, so for me, Cebu, no, it's okay. You guys are so supportive, thank you so much. But yeah, I mean, to be honest and to be very serious, Cebu is such a beautiful place because number 1, it is a combination of the traditional island vibe, considering we are in the mountains and we are in the beaches and we're surrounded by so much natural resources. And number 2, we are also a very modern technological age where we are very urbanized, and the people here are just amazing. We have cultural shows, we have a rich history and heritage that for some reason a lot of millennials don't quite understand. So I fear that that's a problem that the Binibining Foundation is actually trying to fix, because here we are, empowered women in this stage representing our municipalities and cities, and I'm just honestly so proud to be part of it, to honor and celebrate what Cebu is all about.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lapu-Lapu City.
I think Cebu is beautiful because it is a place for me that is nostalgic. It is really nostalgic because Cebu is a certain place that your memories are worth treasured. Your memories are worth remembering, and your memories in Cebu is worth sharing to the next generation until the next generation. Because Cebu isn't just a place, but it is the best place to live in. Thank you.
I really love Cebu, and I think that's one thing that doesn't come as a surprise. I was fortunate enough to have been born to parents who were educators, aviators, agriculturists, and fishermen. So I like to think of myself as a child of the sun, the sea, the sky, and the earth. I learned from my grandmother that Cebu is rich because of the agricultural advantages that it offers. I learned from my grandfather that in nature we should always give respect to the forces that are beyond us. I learned from my father that you can be born anything in this world, but you determine what you become by hard work and perseverance. And of course, I learned from my mother that you should always learn to love and be gentle with other people. Kindness is one of the most wonderful things in the universe. But also, historically speaking, Cebu is so much a part of me because I thought that my dark skin and my black hair growing up was something to be called ugly. But when I first walked by one of the forts on a school tour, I saw a painting of Hara Humama. She had a black tattoo of 5 lines going all down her arm. and I thought to myself, she's the first Christian woman in the entire Far East and in the Philippines. And if she can be beautiful, so can I. Cebu is beautiful not only because it is my home, but because it is heart of so many historical things that are so close to the cultural identity of the Philippines. Thank you.
Hello, Ms. Barili.
Hello.
Hi. Would you like to take that question also and answer it?
Good afternoon, everyone. So for me, Cebu is a beautiful place to live in because aside from having beautiful, breathtaking sceneries or beautiful tourist spots here in Cebu, we also have the spirit of the Cebuanos. And I believe that despite of the calamities or the disasters that has happened into our Cebu City, we are able to manage to be calm, be together, help each other, and I believe that it doesn't only the beautiful places that makes the Cebu beautiful, but also the beautiful people itself. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, so what makes Cebu beautiful? First of all, as you look on the stage, the answer is on the stage. All of us are beautiful, that's why. So, it's because not just about the tourist spots in Cebu, not just our municipality representing, but also the people living in it, in each town, and each people living in Cebu. And every tourist foreigners visit in Cebu, they always matatak sa ilang dughan na lahi na gud ang Cebu. Matatak sa ilang dughan na all about Cebu is a beauty, not just on the heritage, culture, but also the people living in it. And I am so proud. I am 100% proud. I am proud Cebuana. And maybe ang ubandera na shock na I don't know now how to speak Bisaya. So here I am. I know how to speak Bisaya. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Ms. Manjan. Now, we give the mic to Ms. Astorias.
Good evening, everyone. Mayong hapon. I'm Ms. Astorias. Why is Cebu beautiful? My dad is from Manila, and as a young woman, like all of us on stage, we are into that innovative generation. We want the next big thing. We want that iPad, that car, beautiful. But I'm guilty of feeling that Cebu is a root for me. It's taught me to be humbled, it's taught me to be inspired, and ultimately it's life-changing for me. Because we just appreciate so much, even if it's little, even if it's not like Metro Manila, no offense to Manila, we're different. We have a different heart, we have a different appreciation for things, and the beauty of just what our land has to offer. Did anyone know that Asturias has 6 biosphere reserves? If you don't know what that is, that's like a National Geographic. We have brown bears, that's incredible. In the Philippines, we are our own treasure chest, just hidden away on the map, but I want people to know the natural beauty of Cebu, aside from the very lovely 53 other candidates behind me, but that's why I think Cebu is beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Astorias.
Cebu home because we have different municipalities and each municipalities are representing wonders of nature. And I believe the 44 municipalities and 9 cities has to offer, and that is not just the heritage, local arts, but also the Cebuanos talents. Cebu is not just our home, it can also be others' home. Thank you.
All right, we have a question here, directed to...
Hello, my name is Dave from Y101, and I would like to address this question to Miss Liluan, Miss Minlanilia, and Miss Lapu-Lapu. So, starting with Miss Liluan, this is the same question. If you were to win this pageant, how would you spend your...
If I would win Binibining Cebu, I would really have a lot of money. That's $500,000, but honestly, I would have it as a trust fund, because to be fair for my future, because I'm currently a second-year law student, and in taking the bar, I would really need a lot of money. So I would have that, and I would use that for my review and for my boarding and for my taking the board exam. But also, because it's a really big money and I don't really need, maybe half of it will be used in the bar, but the other half I would really spend it to my family because I would reward them because of the support that they are giving me throughout in every pursuit that I am endeavoring. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. Just like Ms. Liloan, I would save up the money that I'd win but in my case, in order to buy myself a house. This is so because there's nothing beats preparing for the future. Thank you.
Hi Dave, thank you for that question. Okay, now this is going to be a very boring answer, but I would actually like to invest my money because I'm actually trying to develop an application on how freelancers can try to negotiate and finally be themselves and be seen towards a platform for other companies to be seen. So I'm not going to give you the details of this application, but I do believe that Cebu is a growing industry for a lot of talented people in many different fields. As what you said, Dave, you are working in a radio station. So imagine all of these people who want to be able to share their talents to the rest of the local nation. So I would really like to invest it on that mobile application, and I would also like to invest it on the sustainability of my charity. It's a very small charity. It's a foundation that I'd like to call Project Alipay because it's empowering the out-of-school youth because, you know, we have so many street kids and it makes me cry every single time in the streets of Talamban, in the streets of Lapu-Lapu. These kids have talent, these kids have ambitions and potentials, but we don't give them the opportunity to be themselves and to grow. So I want to invest my money on the application and to have a sustainable project of Project Alipay. That's what I would do.
Thank you very much, ladies.
Yes, we have a question here from Mr. Adrian himself.
Hi, I'm Adrian from ABS Senior. I can see among the 54 na yung mga newbies na may mga title holders. No? I can see two Miss Mandawi. Miss Mandawi now, 2 years ago, and then of course we have Miss Dalaget, no? Host one Miss Mandawi, and Miss Toledo here and Miss Banyan. Is there any pressure? Do you feel a pressure, like, you know, to a higher level? Start with Dominic and of course maybe Malka.
First. Of course, there's still, although Miss Mandawi is one of the prestigious pageants here in the Visayas, Binibining Cebu is also becoming a household pageant, and I pretty hope that I get to earn a title here as well. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. If I were just to think of myself, then no, there wouldn't be any pressure because I like to take everything with a positive mindset and use it as a stepping stone. So whether I win or not, no matter what happens, I'm already a winner. But because it's not just about me, and I'm so happy for Mandawi to put this trust on me, yes, there is pressure because I want to make them proud and I want to give back what they've done for me. Because after Mandawi, so many opportunities came my way. I was able to bring my sister from Manila and make her study in a good school also. So I want to be able to give that back to you, Mandawi. Thank you.
As a reigning Miss Banyan, yes, of course, there is still a pressure. Some other candidates that I talked, they asked me like, are you still nervous? You're so good, you're so, you have already a name, but for me, I am still shaking, like, ganina lang, like sa fashion show, then my lips are shaking and all of it, I'm so nervous. Yes, there is still a pressure, but I know that all of us are deserving to win, and I want to address all the ladies that let's just think that this is just a friendly competition, no pressure, just be yourself, ladies. Thank you.
Yes, I am feeling a bit of pressure since this is my very first major title, but I believe in myself and I believe in my city that I am representing, and in this competition radiance and let it loose into the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies. We have one more. Okay, ladies, I'm going to open the mic up again to 3 willingly ladies who are going to come forward. And please, because we are all about promoting the different places in Cebu. That is what Binibining Cebu is all about. So 3 ladies, promote your place. Tell us what is there for us to visit, or why do you love your place? The mic is yours to any 3 ladies. Okay, we begin with Miss Argao.
Mayang hapon sa tanan, and of course, mayang hapon sa among Mayor, Doc Stanley. Hi. Thank you so much for being here, Doc. So, every town and every municipality is unique and beautiful in its own way. And as for Argao, apart from the historical landmarks, the rich culture and heritage, apart from the nature sites, all our mountain ranges, our falls, what sets Argao apart from the rest of the municipalities is our traditional weaving industry, which is the hablon. And I am very happy that our government is also funding our dyeing industry so that it can go back to its former glory. Of course, with our Sir Dexter Lazas, who is working with our government with that. Thank you so much.
May we have Miss Cebu City North?
Well, I'm honestly super proud and honored that I get to represent Cebu City North. And as you all know, it's super urbanized and it's so highly developed already in the city, not like some of our municipalities and cities here. But the thing with Cebu City North is that I know we have a boundary, and I know that Cebu City South is here as well. But we have so highly developed buildings, restaurants, places to go to have fun. But we also have in the side of Busai, where it's mountainous and you can see the city life, and you can go back down to the city, and it's great, you know, feel free, have fun with friends and family. And you can also go down to Talamban, and there's actually a hidden falls there, and that not a lot of people know about. So basically in Cebu City North, there's so many small places that you can go to and have fun, and I'm honestly just hoping that, I know I have an American facade, but Bisaya ko, I can speak Bisaya, and I know it's such a proud thing to be Filipina, and again, super proud to be here and to represent Cebu City North. Thank you.
Yes, it's my turn. If I were to make a tagline for Dalagete, it would be every corner is an adventure. Especially for me, it's actually a perfect place to represent because I'm a very athletic and adventurous person. So if I were to bring all of you with me to Dalagete, I would probably bring you, of course, you're all familiar with the highest peak in Cebu, that is the Osmeña Peak. We can all go hiking. There is also the Dalagete Beach Park, which is the best choice for campers and backpackers. We also have the Sibonga Cold Spring, so we can all relax over there. And we can also, and for the information of everybody, we are dubbed the vegetable basket of Cebu. So we all know that we develop very much great sprouts of vegetables and fruits. So that's what makes Dalagete a very nice place to go to. Thank you.
May we have up next Miss Astorias?
So, you see Astorias, and the first thing that might come to mind is, Gamay kaayo, it's so small, what is there? Balamban is right next to it. But let me tell you guys, this is a gem. This place is just this beautiful culturally rich gem. Like as mentioned before, we have 6 biosphere reserves that houses all these beautiful animals. We have 5 heritage caves for all our hipsters and young adults out there that just want to get away and want to explore the world. We have beautiful delicacies coming from all parts of the land, from the fields, from the ocean. It's just incredible. And we have these pre-Renaissance paintings that are preserved. And Asturias used to be a kingdom. It was a kingdom with 13 kings. I mean, who knew that fact? It's just this hidden, very humble gem, like our saint, San Isidro. They said he was a piety for the poor and for animals. So, following in his footsteps, we're humble like our saint. But at the same time, we're very proud of the things that we have. Thank you.
May we have Miss Tabogo? So, hello, good afternoon. You should visit Tabugan because it is the only place where you can find the Giwanan Cold Spring. Giwanan Cold Spring is a spring that where you can refreshen and think for a while, forget your problems, and also you can swim there and enjoy. And also we have the Sea Turtle Island where you can witness so many turtles swimming by the ocean. But that doesn't end the reason why you should visit Tabugan. But you should visit Tabugan because the people living in Tabugan are very hospitable. We are encouraging people to live there. We are open-minded people. We are happily living in Tabugan, and whenever you look from left to right, you will see people working hand in hand together on making Tabugan the best municipality for us to live in.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Tabogon. Now, of course, we're going to entertain the last four candidates, Ms. Daan Bantayan, Ms. Liloan, Ms. San Francisco, and Ms. San Fernando. Ladies, I know you all want to promote your place, and you will get plenty of chances in the next coming weeks, okay? But for now, I'll turn the floor over to the last four candidates. We begin with Ms. San Francisco.
Maayong hapon sa tanan. I am Therese, representing San Francisco Camotes. I would like to invite each and every one of you to please come and visit our place. Indeed, serenity and tranquility will be found. Truly, I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, San Francisco Camotes is a glimpse of heaven here on earth. Thank you.
Everybody, I would like you all to come and visit San Fernando, not just because the people there are beautiful and they're very welcoming, and even complete strangers will come up to you and greet you and show you around, but I also want you to visit the historical side of San Fernando. Go visit the Pitalo Church, for example, or maybe even the Sikoy Siko Festival, so you can get a small glimpse of how San Fernando came to be. Thank you.
Miss Liloan.
Hi everyone. So Liloan really has a lot to offer because each barangay has their own specialty. For example, in the barangay that I am in, we have the masi. It is the rice cake with peanuts inside. But with food, we are really known for rosquillas, the titay's rosquillas, because of its distinct taste that I can't even explain for myself. So you can grab one for yourself and see for it yourself. And with regards to tourist spots, we have a lot. We have the most famous one, the Parola or the Bagakay Point. That's why we are actually called the Light of the North, because of the symbol of the Parola, the lighthouse. And we also have a restaurant there, not my restaurant, but the other's restaurant, just beside the Parola, so you can dine in and enjoy and savor the scenic view with good food. And we also have, actually I think this is hidden or just the secret gem of Liloan. We have running trail, the trails for trail running. We have the Mulao River and good mountains for trekking. And in totality, Liloan is a peaceful place. Liloan, with its politicians, the government, and the people, everyone is in solidarity to make it a better place. Liloan is a first-class municipality, and it wouldn't become one with no reason at all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Liloan. Now we have Ms. Daan Bantayan.
Maayong hapon kaninyong tanan.
I think someone's very excited for you, Ms. Daan Bantayan.
In the northernmost part of Cebu is a hidden treasure, and that is my municipality,
Daan Bantayan. What makes Daan Bantayan special is during the historical time in the invasion of the Spaniards. Daan Bantayan was a very important place because Daan means old and Bantayan means a place to watch over. And the Daan Bantayan Point was used to watch over the Moro raiders from invading the Philippines. That is why Daan Bantayan is a very important place. And in Daan Bantayan, that is where you can find the most beautiful white sand beach, which is Malapascua Island. And I assure you, if you go there, you will have the time of your life. You can experience scuba diving with pressure sharks. You can see the beautiful coral reefs and experience the beauty of the tropical environment of the Philippines. And last but not least, I invite you to our Haladaya Festival. And that is where we pay tribute to the founder of Daan Bantayan, Datu Daya. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Daan Bantayan. And at this juncture, we would like to ask, of course, the gentleman of the Sacred Heart School for Boys, Batch 1985, to please proceed on stage for just a quick photo opportunity with the lovely ladies. Now, of course, while our lovely ladies are getting their photos with our very dashing gentleman here, we would like to remind everyone for the schedule of activities for our candidates. Now on Saturday, September 23, 2017 at 6 p.m. will be the Philippine Terno competition at the Cabecera de Argao municipality of Argao. Now on September 29, on a Friday, is a swimsuit gala dinner featuring salty activewear by Kim Maitland-Smith from the Grand Convention Center of Cebu. Now on Wednesday, October 4 is the evening gown competition, which will be held at the center stage of SMC Side City, Cebu. On Wednesday, October 25th at 1 p.m. is the pre-pageant interview, which will be held at the Oak Ridge Pavilion. Now, the grand coronation night of Binibining Cebu 2017 will be on October 28 at 8 p.m. at the Pacific Grand Ballroom of the Waterfront Hotel and Casino, Cebu City. Now, if you need any more information or would just like to track, of course, what the lovely ladies are doing at this moment and the following weeks, do not forget to follow our social media accounts with our Instagram accounts at Binibining Cebu. You can also, as well, like our Facebook page by going www.facebook.com/Binibining Cebu. And do not forget our website, www.binibiningscebu.com. So make sure to visit and like those pages so you can see more of our lovely ladies, but not just our candidates, but the rest of what Cebu has to offer as well.